first and foremost, beautiful label. Yeah, I think this is also like something that is really stunning for many of the Danish producers, the Swedish producers, the Polish producers. They have the big advantage that they do not have any, let's say, certifications around them, so to say, in terms of legislation of protected designated origins. I mean, naturally, let's say when you are a Chablis producer, you want to give the consumer all the necessary information on the bottle that your wine is from Chablis, so the consumer exactly knows what it is about. But those guys, they do not have these like sub-regions and protected designated origins yet. So there's no need to give the consumer like any more information on the label than a beautiful experience and maybe the name of the wine. So it's Primo 2022, the first 2022. Kim gives us the information, it's from Guldbæk, Vingård, and it's the traditional method. So if we look at the back and the description, a sparkling Solaris, it's all like handmade, hand harvested, traditional champagne method after the first fermentation at very low temperature. Then 12 months in the bottle afterwards for the second fermentation. It's brut. That's the information we get. And also what we get here, it's all organic. It's all organic. It's organic certified after Danish standards, after European standards. It's PV, 100% Solaris, of course. And this is naturally for me like a very interesting story. And I talked to Kim about it also on the phone. Last time he told me like after a terrible 2024 vintage, especially in Denmark, let's say, everything they did not think possible in Denmark in terms of diseases and problems suddenly appeared in the 2024 vintage. And this a tiny bit was destroying, I think, this like idea perception that certain problems and diseases cannot affect us here in the Nordic climate, but they did. Especially as the autumn was way warmer and way sunnier than ever expected, and suddenly we have like totally different problems with the varieties that we have planted here than we have seen before. And Kim told me basically that he's really much looking forward to the summit because he has so many questions with his very like biodynamic take they have at the vineyard. They also have a lot of like fruit plantation and so on and so forth. So they really try to create this like working ecosystem there and do it in a minimum intervention way. And Kim told me basically that, yeah, he's really much looking forward to exchanging ideas with all the like biodynamic winemakers we have at the summit from Germany, because he has so many questions after this vineyard. There are so many question marks he wants to get solved. And this is also something that we really aim for, of course, bringing together like large German wineries with smaller Danish, Swedish, Polish wineries, getting like an active like exchange at the Cool Climate Wine Summit so people can exchange ideas and support each other in their development. But yeah, let's have a look at the wine in the glass. So you see, clearly sparkling, definitely. Lovely color, actually. Yeah, very, very nice and pale. Yeah, lemon greenish in that regard. Highly aromatic, no doubt about that. I sometimes like really wondering about people who claim you cannot really make like sparkling wine based on highly aromatic varieties. Let's say Riesling is one highly aromatic variety we definitely know we can use for sparkling wines. We know it from Sekt in a massive scale. But then like Sauvignon Blanc, a lot of people like put doubts on Sauvignon Blanc and its capacity to create great sparkling wines. And I would actually argue that I had some amazing Sauvignon Blanc sparkling wines, and also like some from some related PV varietals based on Sauvignon Blanc. And also here in the glass, the Solaris, based, again, as I explained at the beginning, genetically on Riesling and a little bit Muscat Ortonel, really shows here the highly aromatic profile of those grape varieties. It's very much on the greenish side, fresh, green apple, green pear. There's a very light and beautiful touch of the on the lees nose, like some butter brioche, some very lightly roasted, toast, so to say. Very fine bubbles, very delicate mouth-filling, foamy structure, very delightful acidity. Actually, you would expect, honestly, for like a wine coming from 56 degrees northern latitude, much more acidity in the mouth, much more freshness, but it integrates here very, very nicely, very smooth, nearly buttery in the aftertaste. Of course, the apple is coming out, the pear is coming out, but everything is turning a tiny bit more mature, going a little bit away from the total greenish touch of it, a little bit more towards the yellowish, yellow apple, yellow pear touch, some sour peach coming out. beautiful, floral, some hints of acacia honey, some the sugar here. It's probably like somewhere around the, let's say 9 to 10 grams per liter, I would guess, is really integrating nicely, really giving us a nice overall mouth-filling round perspective. So I think this is really, really, really lovely example for wine showcasing that Solaris not only has an amazing potential as a sparkling wine, but also definitely has in general potential for creating extremely high quality and delightful wines that definitely should be on your must-try list.